One prospect at the NHL scouting combine was repeatedly asked if he was addicted to the first-person shooter game. Trainers noticed their younger players are fatigued from staying up all night playing the game. Pablo, what do you make of the craze affecting pro athletes?
The conversation around video games and esports has long been, are all these nerds doing this stuff? Is that actually worthy of the attention from the sports world? And the answer is clearly yes, but now it's from the players, right? This used to be a thing, and I mean video games generally. It used to be a thing for nerds, but now the jocks have invaded. And in fact, one jock, David Price, who was the guy who called people like us nerds publicly, or like me at the very least, people who behave like nerds, David Price is calling out and saying, actually, yeah, I got carpal tunnel syndrome from playing Fortnite. Now, he says he's joking, but the fact that this is the conversation, it's such a funny thing for me, who is the nerd who loves video games. All the jocks are here, and they seem to really enjoy it.
Well, hold on. To be fair, it wasn't like only nerds playing video games. Everybody was playing video games. It was deriving a portion of your personality and your self-concept around the fact that you played video games. That was a bit more of a nerdy indulgence of what is happening here. Now, what I am interested in about the fact that these athletes are playing this in this way is this has got to be the greatest news ever if you run a team. Because back in the day, and this is in the story in the Washington Post about this, if these cats were up all night, you worried they were running the streets and drinking and getting into trouble. Now they're just sitting at the crib playing video games all night. Like, this is the win. People of that young age range are going to find all kinds of reasons not to get the proper rest. That's just how it goes. They don't need it like that, or so they believe. This is better than what it used to be.
It's better than what it used to be on the level of they're not going to get into legal trouble, they're not going to ensnare themselves in the outdoors and be caught on TMZ. But I can tell you that staying up till 6 a.m. because you're cursing at anonymous 12-year-olds that you're trying to shoot with a gun that looks like whatever that paint thing is, like this is a cartoonish looking game, that could also be its own neurological addiction. Like, one of the things that's interesting about video games today is that it's not just, oh, I like the gameplay, it's the fact that you send out clips, there's a social media element of it, it's competitive, it's big business. All of these things add up to a platform that can actually be troublesome on a different sort of level.
We also haven't gotten to the part where what we're discussing here is the nationwide craze of everybody pretending like they shooting people.
Also
right?
that.
Like,
also that.
This is where it is, though. But no, this is wild. These cats, I mean, they are saying that people are showing up to practices and they're tired just because they were playing Fortnite all night. But I have no room to judge on this because I sure stayed up for a long time with Madden franchises and recruiting classes on NCAA and turning them over and everything else. Like, this is what it is. This is just the new game. It's a one that's doing it.